Anti-hero, bounty hunter, and daughter to the Batman. Well, on Earth 2 anyway. It's the Huntress, Arrow style. Hey ladies and gentlemen, I'm Kwing. Welcome to my Let's Play channel. Before we start, make sure you punch that like button for another fulfilled LEGO Batman 3 video. Okay, so this minifigure is part of the Arrowverse, duh. And you can only get it with the Arrow DLC. This character has a crossbow, and that's about it. Since this character is based on the Arrow show, we'll start with that Helena first. Though I don't really watch the show all that much, so some of this might not be 100%. Okay, so Helena is the daughter of Frank Bertinelli, a known mafia don. She was basically working with the FBI to take her father down and accidentally left some incriminating evidence in her room. Her father thought it was her fiance's and, well, he killed his son-in-law-to-be. Helena then became the Huntress and tried to take revenge on her father and take down his operations because of what he did to her. Now, how Oliver gets in the picture is, well, she tries to kill his mom, and then he starts dating her when he realizes that she's the Huntress to get close to her. Eventually, the two learn that they're both masked assassins, and their love affair goes to the next level. It becomes pretty intense, but then she learns about Laurel and betrays him, thinking that she's just a plaything for Oliver. Huntress then comes and goes in the series from season 1 and 2. Eventually, Team Arrow, with Canary's assistance, they finally trick the Huntress into revealing herself at a mock trial for her dad. And then when she realizes it's a trap, she kidnaps Laurel. Huntress finally gets to confront her dad at the docks during Birds of Prey, and he feels really bad for seeing what he did to his little girl and what she's become. Canary and some other people attack her, the mob boss Frank is actually killed in the crosshairs, and Huntress is finally arrested, but has no closure or gets revenge for her dad because he just died because of friendly fire. Anyway, that is the Arrow Huntress, but on to why you're all here. The lore on Huntress. Now, did you know that Huntress was first a supervillain and went by the name Paula Brooks? In 1977, during the Bronze Age, a new Huntress was born, and she was Batman and Catwoman's daughter. Created by Paul Levitz, a former DC Comics president, and Joe Station, who was a artist at the time. This character was supposed to be the Earth 2 version of Batgirl originally, though taking place in the same universe where the golden age of DC Comics happened, so the 40s and early 50s. So Joe and Paul's Earth 2 Batgirl story went like this. Helena Wayne was born in 1957 to Bruce and Helena Wayne. Yep, Catwoman got married. She grew up as a sheltered heiress and had an adopted brother, Richard Grayson, when she discovered one night that her father was Batman and her brother Robin. That had to be an interesting conversation. After finishing college, Helena joined Dick Grayson's law firm and eventually became his sidekick. After her mother was killed by an old crime associate, Helena creates a costume similar to her dad's and Catwoman in order to avenge her mother. After bringing the crook to justice, Batman lets her become his partner, and Huntress officially becomes part of the Bat family and starts to develop some awkward feelings for her stepbrother. During a case where Bruce is actually killed, Helena becomes Robin's partner full-time and moves out of Wayne Manor. She then joined the Justice Society of America and becomes good friends with Power Girl. Actually, they become best friends forever. She later meets a Gotham City detective, and their romance begins to grow until he learns her secret identity, and then she goes back to be with Robin. Somehow, Helena also gains the ability to visit Earth 1 and meet the Bat family, so Robin, Nightwing, Batgirl, and of course her father and the Titans, whom she actually calls this Bruce, Uncle Bruce. Also, Huntress is worried that she'll become a criminal like her mother. Eventually, Huntress is erased from existence altogether and dies in Robin's arms, after the multiverse is formed into One Earth in 1985. Earth 2 Huntress reappears following the events of Infinite Crisis in Week 52. She meets her old best friend Power Girl and brings her up to speed on what's been going on in her life. Huntress in this version is the protector of Gotham, and Robin leads the Justice Society. This version of Helena is not the daughter of Batman though, she's like the daughter of some two-bit hood. Catwoman is still her mom though, and like the new Earth Huntress, she kills people too. She's also married to the new District Attorney of Gotham, who was turned into the next Two-Face by the Joker, but she's still secretly in love with Robin, so Dick Grayson. The reason why they got married is because she couldn't turn down his proposal in his face. I know that was a bad joke. Also, her mother is not a criminal in Earth 2 anymore. She's just a normal citizen. Another Helena Wayne appears in the New 52, and she is the only Robin to ever be a part of that universe. She was written by co-creator Paul Levitz, once again, the former DC Comics president, and his take for the New 52 is a bit different than the past Earth 2. Again, she is the only Robin to ever be Robin and is known as the Girl Wonder. What happens is during an invasion from Apocalypse by Darkseid, she along with Power Girl are sucked into a boom tube after her father, Superman, and Wonder Woman are killed by Steppenwolf. On Earth 52, the heroines take on new identities of Huntress and Power Girl. Eventually, they do make their way back to Earth 2, though, and they starred in the world's finest comic books for the New 52. Alright, so who is Helena Rose Bertinelli? Besides being my favorite Huntress, who was made famous in Justice League Unlimited, by the way, which if you haven't seen, it's an awesome show. Amazing, go check out the Timverse. So Helena has a very different origin than her Bronze Age counterpart. Instead of a happy home, she comes from a broken mob one. Similar to the Batman, her parents are actually killed in front of her eyes at the age of 8, though she doesn't inherit her fortune until she's 21 and she's living in Italy. By the time she comes back to Gotham, she's now a full-blown vigilante out to destroy organized crime and get revenge. Though her methods are very extreme, even for the Batman. In fact, she clashes with Bruce a lot, who tries to arrest her in the beginning of her career, and later becomes like a mentor to Helena. She makes friends with both Oracle and Catwoman and Power Girl in this universe, and Barbara Gordon sees a lot of herself in Helena, as does Commissioner Gordon in Batman, which makes them both worried. Though Barbara doesn't like her methods. In a sense, she takes Huntress under her wing and tries to help her manage her aggression and mellow out a little bit. Like most girls, she does fall for the charm of Nightwing, and they have a little fling, which upsets Oracle, because they were just on a break, like Ross and Rachel. Robin Tim Drake also had a crush on his teacher, who was Helena, and later helps her clear her name from some murder that she didn't commit. In terms of working with teams, this Huntress does become a part-time member of the Justice League and does officially join Oracle's Birds of Prey. During the events from No Man's Land, if you don't know what that is, it means Gotham went through a massive earthquake and was destroyed. Helena actually steals Barbara's identity of Batgirl and creates a costume similar to what Cassandra Cain ends up wearing. Eventually, she returns to her Huntress persona after she gets chewed out by Babs and joins the Birds of Prey full-time. While working with the birds, Helena becomes good friends with Black Canary and then takes up a new identity as a kindergarten teacher. Over time, she and Oracle gain a lot of respect for one another, and the Bat family more or less warms up to her, but still hate her methods. She even saves Batman's life during the Hush arc. When Diana, Black Canary, leaves the Birds of Prey, Huntress becomes the full-time field commander, working with many different female heroines and mellowing out a little bit. Oracle's Birds of Prey does disband a lot though, and many heroines end up working with the Justice League or the Outsiders. Huntress just kinda does her own thing, mostly working in Gotham. She does work with Dick and Oracle during Battle of the Cowl, and then returns to the Birds of Prey after Blackest Night. As for other media, Bertinelli appears in both Justice League Unlimited and Batman Brave and the Bold. In Unlimited, she was a new recruit for the Justice League Army thing, until of course she tried to kill the man responsible for her family's death, and Batman's like, "You're fired." And Superman was like, "We can't have a vigilante like you in our organization because it gives us a bad name." She also becomes rivals with Black Canary. It may be hinted that she's worked with Nightwing from time to time as well, but because of the Bat embargo, we'll never know. You have to read the Justice League Unlimited comics. She also develops feelings for the Question, and he reciprocates her feelings, so it's not a one-sided thing. And I love the pairing of those two in the show. It was so great. Her last appearance in the show is called Grudge Match, where superheroines are being mind-controlled to battle it out in Nightwing's turf. Together with Black Canary, Huntress is able to rescue the mind-warped female heroines, though she doesn't rejoin the League. In fact, she and Black Canary duke it out to settle their rivalry, and you never see her again. In Batman Brave and the Bold, Helena is a teacher at Jaime's school, so Blue Beetle, and he has a crush on her, which he mentions a lot in the show, and in the video game. She works in Gotham and knows both Batman and Nightwing in the show, though she only has a few spoken episodes. One of her most famous episodes is with Catwoman and Black Canary and Birds of Prey, where they have that song with Matches Malone. Helena also has a thing for Batman in the show and is around his same age and wears a costume similar to that of Helena Wayne from Earth 2. Huntress has appeared as a playable character in the Justice League Heroes game, which you saw us play as her. She's pretty cool. She used a crossbow. She was also in Lego Batman 2 DC Superheroes and as a custom character like Spoiler and Azrael in Lego Batman. So you have to get the game 100% in order to make the Huntress. She is active in the Arkhamverse, according to Vicky Vale, and that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys have enjoyed learning about the Huntress. Due to all the info regarding this character, the Bat family takes a really long time to put together. So many bullet points on my computer about all this stuff that she's been through, and it's just, So next time we're gonna be looking at some newer characters, the Bizarro League, in our Lego Batman 3 lore series. If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe already because it's an awesome show. Well, I'll see you tomorrow with another Lego Batman 3 character spotlight, and until we meet again, God bless and happy gaming. I'm done.